friends. How's everyone? Hello, hello. Happy Friday to everyone. How is everyone doing today on a Friday? Friday, Friday, Friday. All right. Coming to you live out of Orlando. Hey guys, how are you? Good afternoon. It's Friday night. Friday night. Chronic Pain Eating Demon in the house. Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain Eating Demon. All right. So I said Friday night. Normally you have like ugly sweater night. So for you guys, I have on the ugly shirt. So ugly shirt night tonight for me. So I'm representing in the ugly sweater lane. Yes, so I am in the ugly shirt tonight. All right. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Chronic pain in the demon. Raymond Nugent coming to you live from home. I want to bring in all my friends. All my supporters, all my you know, all the people that I deal with. Come on in. Let's join in and have a chat tonight on a Friday night. All right. Let's see what's going on a Friday night. How about that? Let's see what's going on a Friday night, guys. Yeah, let's come on in, drop your link. Make some mingle, and we're just gonna chat. It's the holiday season. You know, ugly sweater night, ugly shirt for me tonight. You could make fun of my shirt. We could drop our links. Make some mingle, and just take it from there. So let's just make it fun and make it amusing. All right, it's the Christmas holiday week. All right, so we are gonna de-stress tonight. All right, we are so tired. We are so tired of being stressful. So we're gonna de-stress tonight. You understand me? So get your ugly pajamas, get your ugly sweaters. Get all those things out. Get comfortable. Get your coffee, get your cocoa, whatever snack you eat, and come next to the what? The computer, and let's mix some mingle. All right? Chronic Pain in a Demon coming to you, Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain in a Demon, coming to you live tonight. So we're gonna mix some mingle. Ugly shirt night, ugly sweater night. All right? So we're just gonna, enjoy the night. I'm trying to pull up the chat here on my phone so we could, start the show and get things going. So, yes, my friends, how are you? How is your holiday going? How is your weekend going? Have you done your shopping yet? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you've done your shopping. What you buy for the grandkids versus what you buy for the kids. So let me know. Let me know. Or if you shop online, you know what I mean? If you shop online and you wait for your package and you get your stuff and you're just waiting for that day where the kids are going to open their gift on Christmas Day. But as old school as we do, we already know what's in the package. So we just make it a surprise. For the kids. On Christmas Day, which is normal. That's what we're supposed to do. Let the kids enjoy Christmas. And guys, I'm grateful to be here another year. You know, another Christmas holiday season, and I'm just grateful to be alive, and I'm grateful to be with you tonight. All right. So that's why I said, with all that's going on around us, let's de-stress tonight. Make some mingle. Get your cocoa. Get your drinks. Come on in the house, and let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. But I start the show, and I trying to find the live here, so I could drop some jackets, and have you guys do what you're supposed to in the chat. But hello to all my friends in the chat. Nice to have you here. I'm just trying to pull you guys up, so we could get this thing started. So how are you guys? It's de-stress week. How is everything going? How is your Christmas shopping? You know, 78. You can in Vito. How are you? Nice to see you here. How was your Christmas going? How was the holiday treating you? You know what I mean? Are you expecting gifts? Are you the one that's going out to be the one that's going to be purchasing gifts to, gift to family? What are your expectations are for the Christmas holiday season, knowing the circumstances, So, yeah, with all that in consideration, so what are our expectations? because normally in Christmas time, we expect the extravaganza and also, the gifts that, normally being given on Christmas time, but within this time and the period that we're living in now, it's a little hard, to find some of those gifts just by going out there. When I say hard, I mean as far as risk, and some of these places are not even open, So yes, it's a different year for us. It's very abnormal, but we're learning to give with it, and we're also learning to live with it. You see what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. I'm not saying we're adapting, but we're learning to live with it. So that's a start. You see what I'm saying? So let's try to see what we could do and get through this holiday season in one piece and safe, and something that we could look back at, and sometimes we could chuckle about it. It's hard to chuckle when you lose so many people over the year towards the virus. But hey, sometimes you have to keep a smile on your face, to keep it going. You see what I'm saying? Just to keep it going for the next one, you know, just to keep it going and just to hang tough. Sometimes you have to have a smile on your face. You see what I'm saying? So yes, guys. So Chronic Pain is in the house tonight. We're just going to talk about the holidays, and if you guys want to go back and talk about you know your year in review, and how you started out in January, and all the things that happens that you couldn't really enjoy as family, all the plans that you had, like I'm saying, as far as vacation, as far as graduation, as far as weddings, funerals, family visits, et cetera, et cetera. All those things that you have in 2020 planned, that didn't really come through because of the time that we're living in. So 2020 is going to be going down in a very negative year as far as planning is concerned, because as you could see, the plans, weren't executed because of, you know, the elephant in the room, which is COVID-19. You see what I'm saying? So yes, guys. So, but still, we have to be grateful. Just remember that we still have to be grateful because we're alive and we're here. And we could give thanks and bless the ones that passed on, and just be here and be strong for them. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll be doing the same thing for us. You know what I mean? So yes. So let's find this year be one of the most meaningful year of our lives, even though it was one of the toughest. But let's find it one of the most meaningful, because you know why? It comes down to simplicity. You see what I'm saying? A year that came down to the simple toilet paper, the simple water, the simple alcohol, the simple little things to keep you sanitary. That's what it came down to in 2020. And you have to look at yourself and said, wow, because you know what? A lot of times, because of what's going on, we always think we can't make certain changes, which is understandable, but to see the drastic changes that we made through 2020, it's remarkable. And hats off to everyone. Hey, Jersey Sentinel in the house. Amen. How are you? Yeah, nice to see you here in the chat tonight, my brother. I was supposed to be here the other night, but I was away. In another city. Just some family stuff, and I didn't have all my equipment with me, so I couldn't get to get my stuff organized the way I wanted to. So I said I'll wait until I get back home. But Jersey Sentinel, my brother, how are you, my brother? Your alcohol is ready. Yes, yes, it's Friday night. It's ready. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to de stress, we're going to unwind, and we're going to enjoy ourselves, because you know what, guys? So much went on this year, man, with people and their family, what they lost. And it's a tremendous loss, man, tremendous loss, So we, the ones that are here, have to be grateful, be very grateful and live it up like, what? It's our last day. I'm not saying be reckless about it, but you know what? We have to enjoy our lives because you never know, guys. Because today, you go to work, you come home, you don't know what might happen. Next thing you go to work the next day, you say you heard you have the virus, and then you're quarantined from your family, and then all hell breaks loose, and you haven't seen your family again for that for maybe weeks, maybe months, maybe never. We're going through too much, man. So you know what? It's time to leave stress. Get your drinks, Jersey. Whatever you need, and just sit back and unwind, and let's chit chat and enjoy the afternoon. That's what we're gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Because you know what? We reserve the right to. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. You understand me? We reserve the right to. You know what I mean? So thank you for being here, my brother. Happy to see you again. Yes, I'm in good spirit. And thank you again for all the love, man. Thank you again. New Jersey Sentinel. And before I go any further, I have a friend that I want to shout out, who's doing great things. Um Boxtail Brothers, big shout out to you guys. Boxtail Brothers, Brickstail Brothers, big shout out to you guys. You guys are doing wonderful things, and I admire, what you're doing, and you're bringing to the forefront and to the platforms, and I admire that. So a big shout out to you guys. I promise to give you a shout out, and I do indeed, follow up with my promises. All right. So let's get back to all my friends in the chat room. Jersey Sentinel. Yeah, how was everything, man? How was the wife? How was the kids? How are the animals? Is everybody engaged and engaged? Jersey Sentinel? Is everybody engaged and engaged? Okay. I know you guys have a lot of snow this weekend, tremendous amount of snow, and I feel for you. I hope you didn't hurt yourself shoveling the snow, my brother. Because I saw what was really happening in New Jersey, and I really feel for you guys because you know why? I lived it. I've been there, and I know what it's like. You see what I'm saying? So I know the snow is horrendous. Especially when you have to shovel and you have to put the salt down, and then there comes the black ice, in the late future, which some of the younger folks might not really know how to drive on black ice. Jersey Sentinel, you know what I'm talking about. It's very, 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 very risky. So just be safe up in the Northeast, guys. All my friends, all my families up in Northeast, just be safe this weekend because I know you guys had a tremendous amount of snow. All right, so we just want to see you guys around, in the Christmas season and next year as well. So Jersey Sentinel, get your ugly sweater because I have on my ugly shirt. I'm in Florida. This is always just in Florida. This is my ugly shirt. So get your ugly sweater, get your drinks, get in the chat room, and let's get down. You see what I'm saying? With all these people in the chat room, mix and mingle, and you guys could, chat it up. What I mean? Grown people tonight, respectfully, and that's just the way it is. You see what I'm saying? You're home tonight with your daughter. Hey, man. Okay, your daughter came home. Okay, all right. She came home. That's girls for you, man. You still have to love them regardless. She came home, with a hangover, a couple of drinks. That's your daughter, man. Hey, I have one daughter, and I know she used to party. I mean, when she was younger, she's a high school teacher now, but she's a school teacher now, rather. But she had her time when she had her share, and my son as well. So I know they have their share out there. So, but there are kids. I mean that's what we have. You know what I mean? That's the replica of us. So yes, we hate sometimes the way they do things, but hey, they're us. They're our kids. We have to take the good with the bad. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that now. Because I'm a grandparent now. But hey, it is what it is. I have two wonderful grandkids, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. God bless me for them, and I love them dearly. But yes, guys. So it is what it is, man. When you get to that age, you're just like, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, Jersey, let me tell you something. As long as she do what she's supposed to do, right? As far as our schooling, our education, our future is concerned, and as long as she stay on that path and do what's right in order for her to brighten her future. I mean, if she go out and have a few drinks, hey man, don't I mean it's okay. It's the holiday. You know what I mean? So oh, she's 25. Oh, come on, man. I thought she was younger than that. Come on, she's an adult. So I'm not saying it's okay for her to go out and have a couple of drinks like that and be stupid. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, right now she's out of college now, right? At 25, yeah, she should be out of college. So I hope she's doing well, and I wish you well with her because you're a great you're a great person to my channel. A great friend. I consider you as a good friend. You know what I mean? So I hope she's doing well, and if she's not, just sit her down and have a nice talk with her. You know what I mean? As a dad, and then see what could become for that comes of that because girls respect their dads regardless of how they act, and they act like they don't want to talk to you. But guess what happened? They respect their dad because I have a daughter, so I know, and they look up to their dads. So yeah, don't be afraid to talk to her, man. Oh, she's doing the college thing. That's great, man. That's great. That's great. Yeah, that's good. You know what I mean? At least she's working towards her future. But that sometimes they have their off days. You know what I mean? Because just like we are at work and we're stressful at work and we have our off days. They have their off days when they're through class or going maybe from a part-time job to school. Because we were young too. You know what I mean? We weren't saints. So I really can't believe I'm saying these things, but I hope my daughter's not watching. But yeah, we weren't saints. You know what I mean? So yeah. So it is what it is, my brother. So hey, we just have to love them and curb them, and yeah, we're human, man. We're only human. That's it. I like the way you say that, man. We're only human, and that's one of the reasons I like about human and my people up north because we have this sense of humor. We understand, and it doesn't take much for us to understand. And I love that, and I like that about you, New Jersey Sentinel. I like that about you. That's great. That kind of tells the demeanor that you have as a person, and I respect that, because I'm a family man as well, so I know, you know what I mean. I do know, but it's life, but they're the ones that's carrying on, the family's tradition and the family seed and all that type of stuff, so as much as we want to knock them, sometimes we have to mold them. Because this world is on such a fast pace. It's such a fast pace, man. It's very hard to keep up because every day there's changes. Every day there's changes in front of our eyes. And if you and I are confused, can you imagine our kids? The younger ones. Can you imagine if you and I are baffled about certain things that's going on? Can you imagine the younger ones that younger than us? Because we're supposed to know better, right? So if you and I are baffled, can you imagine how they feel? So that's why on this channel I talk a lot about psychological issues. That's going to happen. After all of these things, been breaking down. That's pretty much one of the last part they're going to address on a serious note. But it's going to be like a serious epidemic. Around us. The psychological part of what's going to happen. Because it's going to be a crash. You see what I'm saying? Because our brain, the way it's being processing right now, I mean, it wasn't really made to be processed like that. There's so much going through our brains right now, information wise. It's just that we can't even get us really good night's sleep, because you have the smartphone, the smart TV, the this, the that. So they keep us up half of the time, and then the rest of the time, our brain is just like, trying to process. You see what I'm saying? So we don't get the amount of sleep that we're supposed to get. You know what I mean? And that's one of the part that we need to really look upon as far as how we're working our brain as far as letting that part of our life being controlled by these smart apps and this and that before we get our rest. So we have to get our rest, man, and just take it one day at a time. Sometimes they said to turn off these phones. I ain't gonna lie. I never turn my phone off. But I don't have a TV in my bedroom. You see what I'm saying? And for the longest reason, I always want a bedroom without a TV because when I was, when I was with my wife, she liked to keep the TV on at night, and it kind of keeps me up. So it kind of like takes away from my sleep. So I used to get up in the morning by 4 o'clock because I have to be at work at 5 in the morning. Like what I mean. I work 5 to 1:30. So within all of the nights you have the TV on, I don't really get the sleep that I really ain't supposed to get. So when I get to work, I always wonder why I'm feeling so tired and restless, and it's because, your mind have to be also rested. You know what I mean? The body could be rested, but the mind have to be rested as well. In order for the entire body to flow the way it's supposed to flow. You know what I mean? Hey, how are you, Matic? Well, good to see you back in the house, man. Hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thanks to have you here. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So the body have to be fully rested, my brother. You understand? So that's the thing with us with these fast future thing that's going on with us. We don't take time for ourselves anymore. Because let me tell you something, right? For example, I was talking to a friend today. I said, "Hey, I noticed we used to write letters and stuff like that. You remember back in the day?" And he started bugging because the reason why I said that to him. I was on a phone call today on a with a transaction, and the lady asked me if I have a check. I said check. I said, "Ma'am, I haven't seen a check in a long time. Like you never have a checkbook, right? Because you pay your stuff digital over the phone, whatever." I said, "Ma'am, I don't have a goddamn checkbook." And she was like, "You could send me a check." I said, "Lady, who have a check today?" You see what I'm saying? I don't have a check. So yeah. I said, listen, I just give you my debit card number and we'll call it a day. That's how we do things. So yeah, so things are so digital today that I don't even know my own goddamn phone number sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So that's just the way they have us. Because let me ask you something, guys, in the chat room. How many of your family phone number you know in your head? Be honest. How many? Let me see. Let me see how many are gonna lie tonight. How many family phone numbers y'all know in your head? Let me see. Let me see. Everybody put how many people in there know three family phone numbers in their head? Let me see. Let me see. Come on, Matic. Come on, come on. Sentinel, you know two? Come on, Matic. Come on, Matic. How much you know? How much you know? Because I only know one, and that's mine. Actually, no, two. That's mine and my wife. We haven't divorced yet. But yeah, only two phone numbers. Not even my daughter's phone number I know in my head. And that's the way the system have us. You see what I'm saying? The system have us relying on these things. You know what I mean? Instead of relying on our own brain. So we stop using our brain the way we used to. And you know what they say? If you don't use it, you lose it. You know what I mean? If you don't use it, you lose it. So we're not using the brain like we used to. You remember, let me tell you something. When you used to sit down and write a letter, okay? All those thoughts that you got in your head, that's like poetry when you're writing a letter. You see what I'm saying? You learn, so much, you gather from just writing that one letter. And then you put it back and you mail it and you say, wow, and you write a few more letters, Just believe me, guys, if you think I'm kidding, just write 3 letters to family members and just sit back and just look at those letters. And you're going to be like, oh my God. Yeah. Because if we're not calling right now, we're texting. You see what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So nobody's really doing no penmanship anymore. It's all with this. You see what I mean? No more penmanship. You could sign your signature on a goddamn phone. But now they have your signature on record where you just press and the signature come right up. You see what I'm saying? So you don't need to use this anymore. So pretty much pretty soon, I think these fucking things are going to be obsolete. Excuse my French. I shouldn't curse, but I think these pens or whatever are going to be obsolete in the future because we're not really using them like we used to. It's Friday night. Let's get in. Let's be honest. We're not using them. Yeah. So what are they teaching our kids really? You know what I mean? No penmanship, no this, no that. So 10 years from now, can you imagine? I'm coming from a beeper days to a regular cell phone, Motorola, you know, to a phone, to this, to that. Next thing you hear about smartphones, smart TV, you know. Mm, yeah. What about me? I got to be smart too, because these things are so smart. And if you're not smart, they outsmart you, which they can outsmart you. Because I tell you, my friends in the chat room, the other day I was sitting here and I was watching a soccer game, right? And as God be my witness, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This is a God's honest truth. And this phone that I have in my hand, the phone was off, right? And Tottenham was playing. I think they're playing Chelsea. and Tottenham scored a goal, right? And I got up and I was like, yeah. All of a sudden I heard Google, boop. What did you say? Boop. What did you say? Like the phone was asking me if I was asking them for something. And the phone was supposed to be off. And I said to myself, this phone's supposed to be off. How the hell is it asking me a question? You know what I mean, bro? Like, I didn't even touch the damn thing. And it's asking me a damn question. Like he's asking me, did I ask you the question? I'm like, son of a bitch. So if your phone could even come on before you even touch it, and I asked, he said, what did you say? Or did you ask for something? I'm like, no way, bro. You know? Yeah. So, it's just the little things that are happening around us that, I pay attention to that, you know what I mean? That kind of like creeps me out really. And I'm sure it probably creeps you guys out as well. And it have to be talked about because some people might not like to touch these subjects, but you know what? I touch them because they're real. And my channel, I deal with chronic pain, but I also talk about current events, and I talk about other things that's going on. So there won't be no fabrication here. We're just going to talk about what's real, as a real person, what we go through as people, and we'll just take it from there. Because let's like New Jersey Sentinel said, we're just normal people going through, and that's all we are. We're going through the bumps and the bruises. We're all fighting this demon together, which is COVID-19. We're all trying to make a better way. And we're all trying to hope for the best. And that's all we could do. That's all we could do because pretty much none of us have no say or no answer to what's going to happen or what's coming next or whatever. So we just have to take it one day at a time and just be careful and be cautious, and also be respectful, and and then I think from there comes more understanding, and we should be fine. We should be fine. You know what I mean? Hope and pray that but I am very optimistic, and I think we're going to be fine. It's just, things that we have to go through in life. And, but hey, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. And I'm not going to say things are going to be normal because, I can't see in the future, and I'm not one of those persons, but I think we're going to be okay. We might not be back to where we used to be as far as, living the life we used to be, and taking things for granted like we used to, but we're going to be okay, you know. But if you don't take nothing from this, take this one thing, okay? This year taught us all something. All right, this year taught us all something. All right, and I could touch on different topics within the year that taught us things, but this year taught us something. You know, between the George Floyd, the Breonna Taylor, the Corona, the election, and all the other barrage of things that went on, within 2020. This year taught us a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, in this world, um, you might think um, evil conquer, but no, in this world, I see more good over evil. As much as evil is trying, I see more good over evil. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, good is going to win over evil. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the end of the day, good is going to win over evil. So, everything is just a matter of time. You see what I mean? Everything is just a matter of time. You know, they're saying that anything you don't have no control over, don't let it worry you too much, you know, because you're going to be distracted. You see what I'm saying? So you just keep moving on, and just try to stay cautious, and just try to be safe, and that's all we could do, you know. But yes. So all that said, man, it's a night for us to just sit back and unwind and de-stress and just be thankful, because next week is Christmas, next Friday. This time next week is Christmas in this part of the world. It's Christmas. Oh yeah, and we have to be grateful. And week after that, it's going to be another year. You know, and looking back into 2020, it's going to be a lot of teary eyes because at the Christmas table there are going to be a lot of people that's absent. from the table, and we know the reason why, you know. But when we look at that, I hope it changed some of us, and we look at it and we're more grateful, you know, grateful for life, you know, and be thankful for what we have as people because we've been through it. You know what I mean? We've all been through it. It's not something that happened in one state or one country or whatever. It's a worldwide thing. So we all been through it. So no one is exempt from this conversation. We're all been through it. You know what I mean? All of us been through the struggle. Whether wherever you live across the world, we're all been through it. And I'm telling you guys, we're making it through this, and we're going to be fine. You know what I mean? We're going to be fine. We just have to stay optimistic, right, Jersey Sentinel? We just have to stay optimistic, and just hope that things will be, it's going to be. You know what I mean? It's going to be fine. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So yes, guys, chronic pain, demon in the house. Raymond Nugent. Just kicking it with you guys. For a few. It's a Friday night, so I just want to hang out with my friends and just say hi. How is everyone? And hope everyone is in the Christmas mood and Christmas spirit. And I know, like, especially in my country in Jamaica, people are baking. You know what I mean? You have the raisin going, the cake going, the sorrel going. That's why I always love a Jamaican Christmas. And there's nothing like that. But I haven't seen one in over 30 years. Hey, truth to be told, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I haven't seen a Jamaican Christmas in over 30 years. Oh yeah. But I hope to see one pretty soon. That's my hope. Pretty soon. And I'm sure I'm gonna be, enjoy and have a blast. Because I plan to. You know what I mean? I plan to because I want to go back to all of the original stuff that I used to have from my grandmother days when she used to bake that nice rum cake, the sorrel. Yeah, man, the Christmas tree. Yeah, man, the sorrel. They used to make the pot roast. What you could smell the pot roast from like a mile away. I don't know for some reason back home in Jamaica, when people cook, you can smell that food from a mile away. I don't know why the smell is so different. And I keep telling my friends, I said, listen, when I was young, and when I see these people cooking and I'm coming from school, I could smell that food from miles away. And my belly starts growling because the food smells so good. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I mean. In Jamaica or in the Caribbean in general, people they know how to season that food to make it smell so right that when you're passing their house, it's just like wow. It's like you want to knock on their door and we're like, yo, can I have some? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how it makes me feel. When I was younger, passing some of these people's home, smelling that food, boy. Oh my goodness. That was some serious, 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 delicious smelling food, you know. Smelling coming home sometimes. And you can follow the wind is blowing, so you're sniffing it, and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting closer to it, you know. And then you get up and you're like, oh, it's this house. I know definitely it's this house, Yeah. But I missed that. You see what I'm saying? Because no matter what you're cooking, back then, it just always smells so good, and I always wonder why it smells so good. But it's the seasoning, But no matter how I season my food, it can't smell that good, you know. I don't know why. I don't know why. No matter how I season my food, it can't smell that good. You know. Yeah, Jersey Sentinel. Yeah, no matter how yeah, exactly. Like right there with the chicken, right? For example, that sunless smell. Exactly, Jersey. You know what I'm talking about? That natural fried, that, like back home, that original, authentic fried food that smells so good. You're like, come on, you could follow the smell. Like, oh my God, you could just like inhale the smell and trail it to that place. Just to find that dish. And that's what food is supposed to be, and that's how it's supposed to make you feel, So food and music goes together because they make you feel good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, man. So that's just how I look at it, man. I want to go back to, the Caribbean, one of these days where we have this authentic, holiday, fashion wise, where the cooking and everything is just like from back in the day, and I just want to enjoy that at least one time, at least one more time in my life, because it's been a very long time since I really enjoy, some kind of holiday like that, So yeah, so that's my resolution, for the new year coming up, just hoping that I could have a holiday that's very authentic, that I could enjoy. Hey, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you in the house, man. Nice to see you, Brittany. How are you? How are you? How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Give thanks. Give thanks. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Yeah, man. So that's what I want. I just want to go back to one of those authentic holiday where the grandparents cook and this and that, and if you pull in the driveway and put your window down, you will like, that smells good. Even if they're baking, it just drags you into the kitchen or into the house. Yeah, that's what I want to get back to, those kind of fun. You know what I mean? Those are the little things that in life that we're missing that makes us smile, and give us a good feeling, I guess. You know what I mean? So if this Christmas we could have some of those with our family, or peers or whatever, it would be nice, because it brings you together. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though they're telling us to stay distance apart, but we have to be very careful, how we, have people around us. I do understand that. But, for the ones that are safe and, safe to be around you, you know, hey, it really brings out the best in you as family and friends. You see what I'm saying? So I'm all for that. Oh yeah, I'm all for that. And it's a good thing because like I said earlier, nobody's jotting on anything and give it to a family member anymore as far as a note or a letter. So if you even could conversate for a few, hey man, how are you? How you getting through this situation? How's your family? And at least you get to ask and you get to see. So that part of your mind is at ease. Because you get to interact with somebody and somebody you care about. But if you look at the way the world is right now, you have families who haven't seen their families now for almost a year. You know, families that used to see their families on maybe a monthly basis or a weekly basis. You know, and you have to say to yourself, "Wow," But that's just the time we're living in. You know what I mean? And we have to understand that people have to be safe, and depends on where you are. It's may be a little bit difficult, or it may be the restrictions, but it's just what it is. Until things get better. Because who knows? We have to fear the unknown. You know, because whatever I can't see that could harm me, that's what I fear. Because I really can't see a bullet, but it could harm me. And I fear it because I can't see a bullet coming at me. No, but it could harm me, right? Oh yeah, anything could harm me, really. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, what I can't see really. I mean, you could see things that's coming towards you to harm you, and you could, duck, or you could, make some kind of, certain kind of move to get out of the way, to save your life. But I'm just saying, like things you can't, try to get out of the way of, you have to fear that, because that's dangerous to me. Oh yeah. So on a Friday night, guys, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm glad to be here with you guys, because in my home, I'm safe talking with you guys, and I'm having a great Friday. I'm making the best of, what life presents to us or to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I am not going to be overwhelmed by the situation I'm in right now. Yes, I would love to go out and enjoy my life on a Friday night. Anybody would, you know what I mean? But I can't risk certain things because I have a family to protect. You see what I'm saying? I also have myself to protect. You know what I mean? So I have to, bear in mind before I even make those kind of decisions. So I can't just get up and make those kind of impulse decisions and irrational way of thinking, and then get some of my families in harm's way. So that's just pretty much where we are, and I call it a quagmire. I don't know what you call it, but I call it a quagmire. because we're just shuffling, and yeah, we're just shuffling, you know. Um, I'm not going to speak too much about these vaccines tonight because I'm sure you guys have seen it over your television, for the past 2 or 3 days and stuff like that. And each one, is entitled to your opinion, but I'm sure you guys have seen that, So I'll just leave that the way it is because once you get it, you already have enough coverage and stuff like that. And that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. We want to feel good, want to enjoy yourself, we want to chit chat. Maybe somebody has something on the stove. Jersey talk about the Sunday fried chicken, how it smells. We just want to, start a pot tonight and enjoy ourselves. Maybe you're sitting down playing cards, or maybe you're just, chit chatting or having, a glass of wine, or you're having a beer or whatever. Listening to the conversation. You want to chit chat and, chime into the chat room. You're pleased to. You see what I'm saying? You're more than welcome. You know what I mean? It's Friday night. We're here. Each one teach one. You know what I mean? So we know right now, yes, we're confined, a lot of us, not, confined. We could move around, but just to be safe, yes, we're, we're, in our home and trying to be as much as we could try to make it, as much as we could make it as far as, livable, sociable, and relaxable. You see what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what we're doing. And it's not easy to do, but we're all doing it, and so far so good. So hats off to all you guys who are trying to stay safe and enjoy your family and friends, and because we know the reasons why, and we just have to just do what we can until things either pass by or better days come. You know what I mean? Because why enjoy today and waste your life knowing that you're risking it, knowing the fact that if you just like chill out, you can see your family 2 weeks later or, a few weeks later, you know. And I've seen things that happen like that where, it bothers me. But I do understand because sometimes you don't even know that your family members, were exposed to certain things because, of their work, field or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you really don't know. And that's why I said, you have to fear the unknown because you really don't know. Because some people don't even have those symptoms, but hey, you know, that's why we have to fear it, you know. And I'm here by myself, and I'm wondering sometimes if I should put on a goddamn mask. I'm not trying to be funny, but I living here by myself, and I'm like, Ray, should we wear a mask in here? Because you have the air conditioner on. What I remember back in the day, people used to say things will come through the air vent and the air duct and all that type of stuff. Ah, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about that stuff. In my house, and I should feel relaxed in my house because I'm by myself. So hey, it is what it is. Yeah. But if it comes to where I have people come in and I'm not certain, I have a few people here. Of course, I'm gonna put it on. Yeah, of course. And when you leave, I'm gonna do that spray thing. Make sure that Lysol thing works. Oh yeah, and wipe down and all that type of stuff. Oh yeah, because my grandkids come here. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I have to do it. I'm sorry. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, guys. So it's Friday night, man. So we're just enjoying ourselves and just be honest and chit chat as grown people. And it is what it is, man. It's Friday night. We're unwinding. Here I am. With a glass of water. I'm good for now. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's just another night. Chit chatting. Chronic pain, eater demon. Guys, before I go, I want to say all my friends in the Northeast in the snowstorm who are going through chronic pain, back pain, etc., knee pain, all those kind of joint pain. Be careful how you try to shovel the snow, guys. Be very careful, okay? Very careful, you know, because I've had my days shoveling and see where I've hurt, like I, hurt myself where I try to fall and all that type of stuff. And, I have to balance myself and, just trying to be careful. And because sometimes, You say it's mind over matter, where your mind is telling you one thing, but the body could do something else. And then we're just trying to be stubborn, and we learn the hard way as men. Because I've tried and I've learned, and I say, you know what? That's when I back off, because it's not like you're surrendering to something. You say, you know what? Hey, you got the best of me. It is what it is. I know I used to be able to do it, but I can't do it anymore because of certain circumstances. I understand. It is what it is. Don't let it bother you if you can't shovel the entire driveway, or you can't get it clean like you used to get it clean. Don't let it bother you, because I know it's a thing that will bother us, especially when you like to see your driveway clean and put the salt down and everything. The most important thing is you being safe. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you're shoveling that snow or whatever you're doing, do it moderately and do it the right way so you don't strain yourself. Because I tell you, one false move and that could cause you, a life of pain. So, we have to be very careful and be very cautious about that. All right, for my guys up there in the Northeast with the snow. So I hope my friends up there in the chronic pain, guys, just take it easy, man. Take it down. There's a lot of things that we use in the Northeast. The warm blankets, stuff like that. Just to keep your body, nice and warm, and just to try to ride it out the best way you can. Because hey, we're soldiers, so we could do it. All right, and for the ladies as well, we could ride it out. Try to do the best you can. You see what I'm saying? Because I tell you, it's not easy to ride out a snowstorm, especially when you're living in chronic pain and it's so damp around you. I've had years of experience of that, and I tell you, it's very treacherous. Living in New Jersey with this damp, snowy weather around me, living with this chronic condition, with all this hardware inside of me. It was very, very treacherous for me. It's like pretty much living in prison, yeah, because I just sit there and look through the window. You know, I just look through the window. I look through the window because I can't go outside. So I just look through the window. So for months, I'm staring through the window because it's so cold. I just go out there and I grab some coffee and I come right back in because you can't do nothing outside, especially me. Let me just say me because of my situation. You see what I'm saying? So that within itself, kind of like had me psychologically in a way where I'm like, listen, I really can't do this because there have to be something that I could do with myself. It's just by just apart from just sitting here looking through the window. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, there have to be something more to me than that. You know, I mean, this can't be the end. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't give up. I push and I push and I push, and I work hard at myself. You see what I'm saying? As far as rehab is concerned, and that's what really helps me to get to where I'm at today. So I could really talk to you guys. So yes, I laugh and I giggle a lot, but I went through hell, guys, to be where I'm at today, as far as, surgeries, spinal fusions and all that type of stuff. Yeah, and even after that, I tried my best to do, what I could. And I realized that, it is what it was. But you try your best because you said this can't be it. So you work your hardest and see what it can do. But the body speaks for itself. So I just had to, pretty much surrender to the body and say, hey, I'll just take it one day at a time. And that's when I started to understand, you know, how to understand my body, by listening to psychologists, you know, and listening to different surgeons and doctors and also paying attention to myself. You see what I'm saying? And that really helps me, to get over certain hump, you know what I mean? Where I could even talk about my situation and don't feel, bad about, talking about it or, don't feel that sorrow or, don't feel none of that stuff because, all that stuff is already out the window and I learned how to deal, with all of that, issues. So, you know what I mean? So that doesn't, those things don't phase me anymore. But I tell you, at first they did, so yes, you do have the phases that you go through, but you have to be tougher than those phases, but you know what I mean? and you have to be able to beat those phases. Because they'll keep you down if you don't beat them. Oh yeah, they'll keep you down because some of those phases they make you think. Um, I'm not going to say worthless, but it's like they give you this kind of thought that if you're not a person that have a strong mind to try, then you're not going to like put that foot forward, you know, and that's why I said it's very important for you to have that mental aspect going right because it catapults you, over that hump. You know what I mean? To get to where you want to go. So the analytics that you learn from the psychologist, helps a lot, and it goes along with what the therapist and the doctors, because you understand your anatomy, you understand yourself, and there's nothing beat that, because when the doctor is talking to you, you're on the same page. You see what I'm saying? You walk out of his office, you totally understand him, you know. So it's not like when you used to go to the doctors and they're talking to you and they sound like they're talking in foreign language, and you walk out of there and you're like, oh, what did he say again? I heard he said this. What did this mean again? Like, wow, no. So now you understand, so it makes it more easier. You see what I'm saying? A lot more easier. And it also allows me to ask him more questions because I feel more at ease with him. You see what I'm saying? So I am more relaxed and I'm more content. And I'm sitting in the chair and, I'm like, Doc, okay, so, so and so. And when should I expect to see certain results, or when should I expect to get a certain motion? And, yeah, because, you want to get those answers. And what I get to realize is if you don't ask these questions, you're not going to get these answers, especially certain answers that you really want to get. You have to ask these doctors questions or these surgeons. They're not Some of them not going to forcefully tell you because not everybody have the kind of bedside manners. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so I have to learn all those attributes, and maybe it helps me to be where I'm at today. But yeah, I have to learn all those attributes, guys. You know what I mean? And I tell you, sometimes my wife, when I was married, living together, when she go to the doctor with me and she walk out the doctor's office, she like, man, she shake her head. She like, I can't believe you asked the doctor that. I'm like, yep, yes I did. Yeah, because that's the only way I'm gonna know. And I'm sure he's not mad that I asked him. Sometimes they're thrilled to explain things to you. You just have to ask, you know? Yeah. And I didn't. She got in the car and she's like, "Man, Ray, I ain't going to the doctor with you anymore." I'm like, "Why?" And she was like, "You asked him too much personal questions." I'm like, "I want to know about myself." He's the one that with the scope, checking shit and what. Oh, excuse my French. Checking stuff and relying back, relaying back to me, so I want to know. And sometimes they use certain languages that you don't understand. Doc, wait a minute. Can you break it down for me so I can understand it? Because how many of us have ever walked out of a doctor's office without understanding the fully detail of what he said to us? Because we just keep saying, okay, okay. And then by the time you get to your car or you get down the street, you're like, oh my God, what did he say to me again? Yeah, because we don't ask. Yeah, because the communication, it keeps that memory, Yeah, yeah. So when you ask and you get these answers, you have that memory because it's something that you discuss. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important, especially guys. You know, ask your doctors questions, man, because I'm not afraid. My doctors will tell you that. They see me coming like, oh Jesus, Mr. User. Oh yeah, because I'm gonna ask the right questions. I'm not gonna waste your time. I just want to know what's going on with me, my diagnosis, and my prognosis, and stuff like that. That's it. I'm not gonna waste your time. I just want to know what's going on with me. That's all. But a lot of us don't ask. And then we go home and we wonder and we ponder. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. Tough Man TV. Big up yourself, man. Respect, respect. Nice to see you in the house, man. Big respect, big respect. Yeah. So it shouldn't be that way. We have to wonder and ponder because you already paid this doctor. You see what I'm saying? So you already paid your bill in advance. You went to see your doctor and you're walking out and you're still in disbelief. That's why we have to ask the questions, man. You know, get the answers. Anybody and everybody. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Yeah, it's tough, man. Don't share you out, man. I got you. Got you, got you, got you. Big respect, big respect. And also, man, Boxtel, Boxtel Brothers, man. Boxtel Brothers, Brickstell Brothers, I think it's Brickstell Brothers, big respect, big respect, big respect. Big up yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah. Brickstell Brothers, over there in London somewhere, big up yourself, Yeah, man. Give me a shout out, big up yourself. Yeah. So we have to ask questions, man. hmm Because at least then you walk away content. Like I said, money well spent. Yeah. Because a lot of us go to the doctors and we throw the money to the window. Basically, it's like throwing the money to the window. Because you went to the doctor and you just look at them like, and then you walk out. You don't understand one goddamn thing. You know? Nah. Let them explain to you in details. You see what I'm saying? So you understand yourself and what you're going through. And then you'll have the right approach to what you're going through, how to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You get better results that way when you understand. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something you want to take on head on and deal with it, then you're going to deal with it and you're going to overcome. But you have to learn to understand yourself, your body. It's your body, it's my body. You could be your best doctor. I could be my best doctor, not the man on pain. Because if I go to the doctor and said, I'm feeling pain, he's not feeling my pain. No, I said, I'm feeling pain. And he's going to ask you where. And you have to show him because he can't tell or he can't pinpoint where unless you show him. So you have to be your best doctor. Oh, yeah. Pay attention to the body. Yeah, man. Yep. So, like that, you could explain in details, in proper details to these doctors what's going on. So sometimes you don't have to waste money in extra exams or these x-rays or stuff that's not warranted, that you don't need. You don't have to explain yourself the right way. So, it costs you less in the long run. That's what it does. Costs you less in the long run. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. Because if you go to the doctor once and they gave you a prescription and medication and you ask about the side effects and he tells you about the side effects, and even if you do feel the side effect, you're not going to return and say, hey, I feel the side. No, they already told you. So it's something you already learned. So you're looking forward to it, if it comes or not. But at least if it comes, you understand or you understood and you know how to deal with it. That's what understanding our body is all about, and know how to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? And it comes back down to this vaccine again. You see what I'm saying? Understand your body. Know how to deal with it. The body could cleanse itself, you know? Yeah. Flu shots. That's also a vaccine. Fight off COVID. I didn't tell you that though. Don't come and get me. No, I didn't say that. It's a vaccine. I did a lot of videos back then. I talk about a lot of these billboards that you see because I look at, the state of the obvious, you know, and you look at the people you see behind all these people that, present the vaccines, you know, and, you could come to certain conclusions just by being observant. I'm not going to say you're right, but at the same time, you might be in, a good part of understanding even more. Yeah, we have to pay attention, but I'm not going to give away my platform or jeopardize my platform and get into details. No, not Ray. We have to do our own independent research in certain things. I could only give you the legs. Move on with those legs and do your research and things. But yeah, but yes, guys. We're here. Ugly shirt Friday, ugly sweater Friday. This is Chronic Pain in the Demon, aka Chronic Pain in the Demon, Raymond Nugent. My ugly shirt. Yeah, you know what I mean? Friday Eve of Christmas, that's what it is. Hey, like it or not, let me know how you feel about my shirt. You see what I'm saying? Comment down below. Comment down below, ladies. Let me know how you feel about the shirt. I didn't have an ugly sweater, so I just put on an ugly shirt. All right? Pardon me. All right? I'm very sorry, but I didn't have an ugly sweater shirt. It's Florida, so I just figure I put on me an ugly shirt. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, this is the old madness to what's going on with the holiday. I celebrate the holiday spirit. Why not? You have to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? In life, you live, you work hard, you learn, and you celebrate. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you can have memories. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. So tonight, I enjoy because it will be a memory for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's why we have to celebrate and have memories. You know what I mean, guys? But hey, I just want to thank everyone, for tuning in, to the live, and I appreciate you guys, coming in. Tough Man TV, enough respect. Jersey Sentinel, big up yourself. Brittany, um, yeah, big up yourself. Oh, Bartley. Yeah, Bartley, big up himself, big up himself, big up himself. All right. And my friend, Mathematic, big up himself as well. You know what I mean? And all the others that, came in the chat and enjoyed the live. And all my other friends around the world that listen to the live. I hope you guys enjoy. And if you take anything from this live, just take something away. It's Ugly Friday, sweater and shirt. So put on your ugly shirt or your ugly sweater and just pop up on your friends and enjoy your time. All right? Let them make fun of you or whatever the case may be. It's a holiday season. So just get into it and just, be merry and just have fun. You know what I mean? The best and the safe way you can. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, make the best of it, man. You see what I'm saying? If you seem to go out there and make a few snowmen and dress them up and jump in the snow or whatever the case may be. You and your dog or you and your son or your daughter, whatever the case. Just hey, have fun. You know what I mean, and enjoy. You see what I'm saying? Because 2020, it's a very devastating year for us, and we all deserve and we all reserve the right to have fun and enjoy life. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of where we are, regardless of who we are, regardless of where we're from. Okay? We're all one. Okay? And we all deserve to enjoy life. All right? With all that said, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, peace.